It represents a first-of-its-kind system, marking the beginning of a new type of weapon likely to be widely emulated globally in the future. The 358 is a micro-turbojet-powered miniature cruise missile designed to engage air targets with low kinematic capabilities. Revolutionary for its size class, the 358 allows, for the first time, a team of 3 or 4 infantry to carry the weapon and to threaten the 10-kilometer altitude zone. Previously, this zone was secure against most team-portable air defense systems and most anti-aircraft artillery weapons. Engaging targets at such an altitude typically required heavy air defense missiles and large mobile launch vehicles. Another critical component was upgrading the guidance system from laser-guided line-of-sight command steering, so-called laser beam riding, to an autonomous system resembling a drone. This system is equipped with miniaturized flight avionics and a gimbaled infrared imaging seeker. This seeker can autonomously search, acquire, and track a target or allow for man-in-the-loop targeting by a ground crew via a data up and down link. This weapon would also be ideal for Hezbollah to use against Israeli drone and helicopter threats. The first indication of the missile 358's existence came when a batch was intercepted en route to Yemen. When the US Navy released photos of its components, a secret weapon was revealed to the world, one that Iran did not initially claim responsibility for producing. However, it was evident that only a state with Iran's military technological capabilities could have developed such a relatively advanced and unique weapon. After the 358 appeared in Yemen, Saudi coalition mail drones began to be shot down while flying at previously secure altitudes and distances. The downing of AH-64 Apaches also suggested the missile 358 was responsible. Another notable event possibly involving the missile 358 was the loss of a U.S. Air Force E-11A airborne relay aircraft over Afghanistan, 3 weeks after the Trump administration assassinated Iran's Quds Force General Qasem Soleimani. The E-11A, using a highly reliable twin-engine business jet as platform, crashed under suspicious circumstances. Although the aircraft fell in Taliban-controlled regions in East Afghanistan, it seemed improbable that Iran could have smuggled a heavy surface-to-air missile capable of reaching the high-flying E-11A unnoticed. The missile 358, however, could have been concealed in a small vehicle, smuggled to Taliban-controlled areas, set up, and launched to hit an aircraft flying at 700 to 800 kilometers per hour speed at an altitude of 10 to 12 kilometers. Whether this obscure event indeed took place or not, it is interesting to note that the number 358, used in the name of the weapon, matches the tail number of the E-11A that crashed or was shot down. Whether this fact is a coincidence or rather intentional messaging remains unknown. A key enabler for a surprise attack with a missile like the 358 is passive acquisition, which involves no electromagnetic emissions such as radar waves or lasers. The missile 358 can be described as a fully passive weapon system. The engagement process begins with a ground crew using a high-performance long-range thermal imaging camera to detect and acquire the target, either through early warning from other upper-echelon assets or by independently locating a suitable target. The long-range kinematics of the missile 358 eliminate the need for accurate range determination using a laser rangefinder or range radar. A rough estimate of the scale of the visible signature on the thermal camera is sufficient. The weapon can simply be launched towards the detected target and will eventually reach it to attempt an interception. This capability is due to the missile 358's extensive range, officially claimed to be over 100 kilometers, and potentially beyond 150 kilometers. After detecting and tracking the target, the missile 358 is launched and flies towards the estimated interception region to scan it for a suitable target. Its relatively slow speed estimated at 400 to 600 kilometers per hour, it is believed that the ground crew therefore provide mid-course updates via a radio data link. If this is not possible, the missile flies to the suspected region and begins a search pattern, with its seeker actively looking for the target's heat signature. Once the seeker acquires the target, either autonomously or with assistance from mid-course updates or direct data link from the ground crew in man-in-the-loop mode, the missile 358 locks on and either hits directly or uses its laterally arranged laser proximity fuse array to trigger the high explosive fragmentation warhead near the target. The missile itself can be divided into 2 or more parts if necessary, and the launch assist rocket motor can also be carried separately. Initial variant was later enhanced with a 5-antenna CRPA satellite navigation receiver, to improve resistance to jamming or spoofing. A third variant was observed in late 2023 in a low-quality photo, significantly larger with an estimated speed of 900 kilometers per hour, designed for more demanding targets such as hail high-altitude long-endurance drones. Information on this variant remains scarce. For the two initial variants, team portable operation remains crucial, but truck-launched mobile variants with 3 ready-to-fire missiles have also been seen. The success against advanced drones of adversaries like the US and Israel highlights the Missile 358's effectiveness. It has rendered male-class drones fragile assets vulnerable to neutralization in airspace protected by the Missile 358. One of the Missile 358's most significant features is its low-cost and simple producible design, marking it as a true next-generation weapon.